In this video we are going to talk about top 10 fastest cars in the world. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. What are the world's fastest automobiles, and where can you find them? Some of the names on this list may come as a surprise to you, but one thing that should come as no surprise is the presence of Lamborghini on it. Speed is synonymous with the venerable Italian automobile manufacturer, and their Aventador is the fastest of the bunch. The Lamborghini Aventador is capable of reaching speeds of 220 miles per hour and accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds. Number 10. McLaren Speedtail. The McLaren Speedtail, which was introduced in 2019 and is considered a spiritual successor to the legendary F1 car, is one of the most recent additions to our list. However, this is primarily due to the fact that it has a 3-seat layout with the driver's seat in the middle. The Speedtail, in contrast to the other vehicles on this list, is a hybrid, powered by a twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8 gasoline engine and an electric motor. McLaren claims that the Speedtail is capable of reaching speeds of 250 miles per hour, making it the company's fastest vehicle to date. However, the British company has not yet provided proof that the Speedtail is capable of reaching such speeds. Number 9. Bugatti Veyron. The standard Veyron, the fourth Bugatti on our list, is the first production car to reach speeds in excess of 250 miles per hour, mph. And it did it in 2005, when it ended McLaren's long-standing record in Formula One, which had been set with the car in 1993. On April 19, 2005, the Veyron, which was equipped with an early version of the 8.0-liter W16 engine, reached a top speed of 253.8 miles per hour. It held the record for 2 years, but it was eventually surpassed by the Supersport version, and then by the Chiron, which succeeded it. This is the only Bugatti on our list that generates less than 1,000 horsepower, and it is the most expensive. The W16 engine that powered the original Veyron produces 987 horsepower and 922 pound-feet of torque. Number 8. SSC Ultimate Aero. The Ultimate Aero is the car that briefly dethroned the Bugatti Veyron as the fastest production car in the world until the Veyron Supersport arrived to take it away from them. Using a twin-turbocharged version of the car, SSC set a new world record in 2007. The Ultimate Aero reached a top speed of 256.1 miles per hour somewhere in West Richland and held the record for the longest time, until it was surpassed in 2010. The Ultimate Aero was discontinued in 2013 after several limited edition models were produced, but SSC is currently developing the Tuatara, which will compete for the title of world's fastest production car. While the original record car had 1,183 horsepower and 1,094 pound-feet of torque, SSC increased the power to 1,300 horsepower near the end of the manufacturing process. It also replaced the original 6.3-liter V8 with a 6.9-liter V8 to improve fuel efficiency. Number 7. Koenigsegg Agera RS. The Agera RS may be the fastest car of its kind, but the Agera R isn't far behind it in terms of performance. The Agera R was manufactured from 2011 to 2014 and was powered by the company's legendary 5.0-liter V8 engine, which was capable of producing up to 1,124 horsepower and 885 pound-feet of torque. The Swedish company used this car to set a number of production car records in 2011, but the Agera RS eventually surpassed those records. The Agera R was nearly as fast as the Bugatti Veyron Supersport at 260 miles per hour, despite the fact that it did not set a new world record for top speed. This metric places it in 5th place on our list, making it the second Koenigsegg to make our top 10 list in as many years. Number 6. Bugatti Chiron. The standard Bugatti Chiron was one of 4 Bugattis that made it onto our shortlist. It was introduced in 2016 as a replacement for the Veyron and retains the quad-turbo W16 engine, but its output has been increased to 1,479 horsepower and 1,180 pound-feet of torque, according to the manufacturer. Although the Chiron has an official top speed of 261 miles per hour, it is a few mph slower than the Veyron Supersport. The Chiron Supersport, on the other hand, is the fastest car on the list, reaching speeds of more than 300 miles per hour, indicating that it has plenty of power under the hood. Number 5. Bugatti Veyron Supersport. However, even though it will be 16 years old by 2021, the Bugatti Veyron remains one of the most powerful supercars ever built. With a top speed of 267.8 miles per hour, the Bugatti Veyron holds the fourth fastest time on record, surpassing the previous record set by Bugatti in 2010. The Veyron Super Sport, an upgraded version of the Veyron, was used to set this record. Bugatti created a limited edition run of 30 cars to commemorate the occasion, but the top speed of these vehicles is restricted to 258 miles per hour in order to preserve the tire's performance. This was also the most powerful version of the Veyron, with its 8.0-liter W16 engine producing 1,184 horsepower, which was 197 horsepower more than the standard model. Number 4. Hennessy Venom GT. When the Venom GT was first introduced in 2011, it was still in production as of 2017. Despite the apparent length of the production run, only 13 cars were built. The Venom GT, which is based on the Lotus Exige, has been extensively modified and is powered by a twin-turbocharged 7.0-liter V8 engine. Powered by General Motors' LS7 V-8 engine, the unit is capable of producing as much as 1,244 horsepower and 1,155 pound-feet of torque. With a top speed of 270.4 miles per hour on Kennedy Space Center's shuttle landing strip in Florida in February 2014, the Venom GT set a new world record for the fastest production car. Despite the fact that Hennessy's run was faster than the world record at the time, the run did not qualify for inclusion in the Guinness Book of Records because it was only in one direction at the time. Additionally, the limited production run of only 13 cars violated Guinness World Records regulations. Number 3. Koenigsegg Agera RS. The Agera RS, the most powerful version of the Agera, became the world's fastest car in November 2017, when Koenigsegg achieved an average speed of 277.9 miles per hour while driving the vehicle. Although the record only lasted a little more than 2 years, the Agera RS still holds a number of world records, including acceleration from 0 to 200 miles per hour, braking from 200 to 0 miles per hour, and 0 to 200 miles per hour and back to a complete stop, among others. In contrast to Bugatti, Koenigsegg did not create a limited edition version of the Agera RS to commemorate the record, but the Agera RS itself was limited to only 25 examples to commemorate the achievement. Number 2. Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300+. Even though the standard Bugatti Chiron is already one of the world's fastest cars, with a top speed of approximately 261 miles per hour, it was determined that the French company would set a new record, so it created an even more powerful beast. Bugatti used the slightly more powerful engine from the 110, which produces 1,578 horsepower, 99 horsepower more than the standard Chiron, as well as a revised aerodynamic package that extends the car's length by nearly 10 inches compared to the standard Chiron. On August 2, the modified vehicle reached a top speed of 304.7 miles per hour. Bugatti is building a production model based on the prototype, which will be known as the Chiron Supersport 300+, to commemorate the occasion. The production of this car is limited to 30 units, which is sufficient to validate the speed record with the Guinness Book of World Records. Number 1. SSC Tuatara. Top speed records are rife with dispute, especially when it comes to breaking the once mythical and outright unattainable 300 mph barrier. It all started in October of 2020, when the SSC Tuatara allegedly reached a top speed of 331 miles per hour, making it the world's fastest car by a long distance. It just took a few hours for individuals to point out inconsistencies in the videos, and what would have been a record-breaking run couldn't be validated. SSC is still determined to establish that the SSC Tuatara is the world's fastest car, and it attempted a second time. Unfortunately, the second attempt was not as successful as the first, but it did set an official record of 282.6, knocking the Koenigsegg Agera RS out of second place and putting the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300+ in first place. So, why did I choose the Tuatara over the Bugatti? Because it's a nice twist, and let's face it, I'd be awesome if the Tuatara truly did break the record. The Tuatara, on the other hand, is officially out of place till then. What are your thoughts on our video? Please let us know what you think in the comments area below. If you enjoyed this video and would want to hear from me again, Please subscribe and turn on the notification before leaving. Thank you for watching us.